You might be wondering how to answer UPSC questions on Durkheim without getting lost in long quotes and jargon, and what exactly to write about social facts and the division of labor. By the end of this video, you will be completely clear about Durkheim's core ideas and how to use them in exam answers. Think of Durkheim as a detective who studies society itself rather than individual minds, and who treats social patterns as real things to be observed. We will start with a very short life-sketched context to anchor his ideas and then move to his main concepts, ending with an exam tip most aspirants miss. Durkheim was a French sociologist born in 1858 who insisted sociology must be empirical, and he taught social science at Bordeaux and the Sorbonne. His major works for UPSC are The Division of Labor in Society, Rules of Sociological Method, Suicide, and the Elementary Forms of Religious Life. The Division of Labor asks a simple question: how do modern societies stay together when people become very different and specialized? Durkheim answers by showing that specialization creates interdependence, which can form a new moral bond among people. He contrasts mechanical solidarity, social cohesion by similarity in simple societies, with organic solidarity, cohesion by interdependence in complex societies. For answers, define both terms and give one clear example each: a tribal village for mechanical solidarity and a modern city for organic solidarity. Dynamic density is his idea for why societies shift. Rising population and interaction increase specialization and make organic solidarity possible. Durkheim also links types of law to these solidarities: repressive law for mechanical societies and restitutive law for organic ones. Use this in comparative answers. Now the method. Durkheim invented the idea of social facts, ways of acting, thinking, or feeling external to the individual that exert constraint. Imagine laws, language, or school rules as invisible rails guiding individual behavior. That is a social fact. He asked sociologists to treat social facts as things and explain them by other social facts using empirical data and comparison. In UPSC answers, always show you can identify social facts and explain causes at the social institutional level, not just individual psychology. Durkheim distinguishes material social facts like population density or legal codes from non-material ones such as norms, collective conscience, and moral rules. That collective conscience is the shared moral framework that is intense in mechanical societies and weaker but transformed in organic societies. Durkheim also used the normal versus pathological distinction to judge whether a social form supports social health or produces dysfunction. He lists three abnormal forms of the division of labor: anomic, forced, and poorly coordinated, and links them to social pathologies. Anomic division of labor arises when regulation fails during rapid change, producing normlessness and social strain. Forced division means roles are inherited or imposed, causing injustice and resentment. And poor coordination breaks interdependence, causing fragmentation. A classic Durkheim case study for UPSC is his study of suicide, which shows how social facts affect an apparently private act. Durkheim used reliable statistics and comparisons to argue that suicide rates vary with levels of social integration and regulation, not just individual factors. Remember the four types: egoistic, low integration; altruistic, excess integration; anomic, low regulation; and fatalistic, excess regulation. Use those types in answers to explain how social change, economic shocks, or weak institutions can change suicide rates in society. Durkheim's theory of religion connects here. Religion creates and sustains the collective conscience by differentiating the sacred and the profane. Totems in tribal societies symbolize both God and society. So worship is, Durkheim argues, worship of the social totality. For UPSC, cite how rituals and sacred symbols reinforce social solidarity and provide moral authority for norms. Criticisms are useful in answers. Durkheim may underplay individual agency and overstate social autonomy, and his totemism examples are debated by anthropologists. Exam strategy. Start answers with a concise definition. Illustrate with a simple example. Explain implications and end with a short critical note. A tip many aspirants miss. Link Durkheim to policy. For example, propose institutional reforms like occupational associations to reduce anomie and strengthen social justice. Also use contemporary Indian examples: urbanization and changing family ties, regulatory gaps in labor markets, or religious rituals that sustain community bonds. Quick recap. Durkheim gives us social facts as things: mechanical and organic solidarity, dynamic density, normal versus pathological, types of suicide, and the social function of religion. Keep your language simple in the exam. Define, exemplify, connect to social processes, and offer one policy or critical insight. You can now turn these ideas into crisp paragraphs that score. Start with a definition, add a short example, explain causation, and finish with a one-line evaluation. If you want ready-made answer templates, diagrams, or short revision notes tailored to UPSC, continue with EduRev, where these concepts are laid out with exam-focused clarity. Keep practicing by converting each Durkheim concept into one-line definitions and one real-world example, and you will gain confidence quickly. Good luck! Stay curious, and remember, Durkheim helps you see society as an explainable object rather than an assortment of isolated behaviors. Join us on EduRev for more videos like this and detailed answer writing practice that will sharpen your UPSC performance.